What is going on, EDL community? It's your host, Exostomp, and of course, joining me like usual. He's always gonna. Apparently, he just doesn't leave. He's just always here. It's your boy, Dinny.
You just can't get rid of me at this point. Unfortunate.
Oh my god, he's like a cockroach. He's always gonna be. Anyways, so so as you guys can see, this is actually the week 2 games. If you guys haven't been caught up, we didn't do the week 3 games because everyone keeps asking. You want to do this joke again? Well,
we're running it back, boys. We're running it back.
Oh, everyone keeps asking when. Every time you guys say when, we deduct 10 minutes off of the Pickems, and that's just what's gonna happen. You might even miss your game if it's the last one. It's just gonna cut right out. So, it's...
yeah. Just bear in mind. All right, once videos are uploaded, they can be cropped.
Yes.
So just keep that in mind. Oh, you think this is a threat? No, Exo's gonna do it like right now. Exo, go quick, do it now.
All right.
See, done. You didn't even see it happen, but that was just a cut. All right, so deal with it. Learn your lessons.
I actually have an editor. Editor, fix that.
Good job, Dave.
Good job. Good job, Paulie. You're great. Keep doing it. Good work.
All right. See, look at these scores right here. These are the kind of scores I like.
I
These
know
are the best scores.
See, but you like them, but I kind of like how mine's more green than yours.
I don't need to be green. I need to be yellow and locked, apparently.
Yeah, I locked up the wrong one. Damn.
Nah, you didn't. Lock the long one again for me, please.
You know what? I just might. I just might. All right. So,
all right.
Yeah. Let's get on to the first game of this week. We got the Miami Mimikyus versus Pancham Saint Germain. I'm gonna keep trying this name. I'm sorry. I'll just call you the Pancham. So,
you'll get it right eventually.
No, I won't. I never get it.
You won't.
So, just from looking at it, it just first time looking. Chandelure looks like it kind of goes in by pressing Energy Ball, by pressing Shadow Ball, by pressing Fire Blast, and then trick maybe the Porygon to make it so that it can not sweep. I don't know. Honestly, I do like the matchup for the Pancham side. I do like the Chandelure, obviously, but the Mimikyu side do have some big threats. I just mentioned the Porygon is kind of a threat, although it doesn't spam Tri-Attack that effectively, because I do see Lycanroc Midnight here. Lycanroc actually could, especially if it's AV, which I have seen running around a bit, could take a hit or two.
Yeah, it does risk the 10% bin though, which it does not want.
I hate Tri-Attack.
Such a fair and fun move.
No, it is not. Well, we got a battle of the Lycanrocs, which is going to be fun to watch.
Yeah, I kind of like Pangoro in this matchup. I mean, it's got the knockoff to hit Chandelure and Uxie, right? You can dish out some nice damage to the Lycanroc. It gets Mach Punch, right? I'm pretty sure.
Does it? I know
it gets something.
It gets bullet.
But I mean, wherever it gets, I mean, it's still it can hit the Sand Slash. I mean, it could threaten out the Weaver at the Sneasel. Sorry. I think Pangoro might have a really good shot here. Honestly, it might be a good Pokemon to sort of like expect to come. That being said, I am a big fan of Lycanroc Midnight with the no guard and the thing, but it does nothing to the Mudsdale. So
does it do nothing though? Does it really? I'm about to find a set. Hold up.
I mean, the Mudsdale switches into a Stone Edge, and this is an automatic freaking not high horsepower, stamina boost. So
I mean, you can toxic it.
He's not going to AV and toxic though, is it? So
It
that's to
could
choose
be.
then. Nah.
It
If
could be
anything,
very
if anything, it'll be running Scarf, I imagine.
Ugh, Scarf Midnight. Yeah.
No, prove me wrong. Weakness policy, rock polish. Let's go.
Okay, I was actually gonna say something like that because I didn't know it had rock polish. I just saw it. Damn.
But all in all, if between the two battles of the Lycan Rocks, Midday wins every time. So who knows? Who knows?
Yeah.
I kind of like. Do I like actually? Maybe not as much. I was gonna say Zatu looks kind of good here, but now I look at it, maybe not. Maybe not. It's gonna be I think not a. It's gonna be a close match, right? But I definitely think that the Miami Mimikyus is gonna be taking this one. Honestly, they've played overall pretty dang good, and I just think they kind of have a better sort of like team matchup overall.
Okay.
So I think I'm gonna go with the Miami Mimikyus, and we're gonna go with a 5-0.
Oh, that's a big number. Oh, well, you know what? I'm gonna go opposite here. I'm gonna go Pancham, and I'm gonna go. I will go. You know what? I'll go 3-0.
Interesting.
Yeah, honestly, I think it's possible.
All right. Well, let's look at the next game, shall we? Which is the Endless Rain versus Breaking Zolts.
Ooh. I just want to say that I see that Breloom. I see you, not Shady Kid. But let's see. Does Breloom do something here? Breloom doesn't do that poorly here. I do see the Weezing staring right at me. It's kind of
not the Gale Wings Talonflame.
No, because if it's like, well,
yeah. I forgot. Yeah, the Brave Bird just it leaves it on like 1 HP, right?
Well, I was gonna say if it's like a sub rock move mon, what's it called? Rock Tomb. It just dies.
What's it subbing on though?
Everything. What's gonna want to stay in against the Breloom?
I don't know. Ice Punch for Alligator.
That's not killing.
Triple Axle. What you call it?
That's gonna miss. What else?
Hitmon's up.
It could. I mean, it could come in on
Flamethrower. Electric guy.
Electric guy. Flamethrower. I think it was a flamethrower.
I think it gets overheat or something, right? And then it gets a fire move. I'm pretty sure.
No, I don't think so. I think you're thinking of Zebstrika.
I'm pretty sure it gets a fire move.
I think you're thinking of the Surf, maybe.
I know it definitely gets Surf. Let me look it up.
It gets Fire Punch. Is that what you're talking
Oh,
about?
look, that done easy.
Oh, that's exactly what you were thinking. My bad.
Yeah.
That's gonna break a sub, alright, yeah.
I don't know. I just think Problems is a little overrated, but you know, I could see why it does powerful damage, so it's fine. Our Dactyl looks kind of neat, honestly. Like in this matchup.
It's not bad.
Well, Dino's nothing to sleep on either. I don't know. This match is a weird one, honestly. It's like who sets up better.
Yeah, it's kind of tough to really pinpoint a particular winner. Man, the only thing that really stops like Breloom is obviously not the only thing, but defensive Weezing just stops both of its stabs. It's not weak against like Rock Tomb or anything, so Weezing's a huge threat, and honestly to a lot of Pokemon on Shady's side. I mean, we got Aerodactyl, can't earthquake it, so it's gonna have to hit it with a stab move, which obviously both of its stabs could miss. It beats like the Whimsicott even. Like Weezing is a proper threat against Shady's team. So yeah. Sigilif on the other hand, Sigilif goes in work on Shady's side. I think speaking of counters for Weezing, Sigilif does not have a great switch in, especially if it's like Specs, Tinted Lens, or even like Life Orb Magic Guard. Is that one? Yeah, Magic Guard. Yeah. It doesn't have a good switching because it has stuff like Heat Wave to hit that Celix, and Psychic just kind of goes in against this team. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Okay, so what's your final score going to be, Exa? Where are you going to go with this one?
You know what? I'm going to give it to Mr. Not Shady Kid here. I'm going to give him 5-0.
Damn. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Let me have a look at this one last time before I make a pick. You know, I'm gonna go with Shady Kid too. I'm gonna say Frio.
Wow, look at you. Nice.
All right.
Moving on here. Ooh. Okay. So this is gonna be kind of interesting because I didn't really look at this matchup because I had to change the slide because we may have not updated the rosters for this week, so I had to change it like right before this. But the only things that really changed were Frostlass and Absol, so that really doesn't change too much. I still think, let's see, does Zygarde just click 1,000 arrows here? Is there anything that can take a hit? No.
Well, I mean, Quagsire could.
I mean, if it's Choice Band, it doesn't take it very well, especially if like spikes are up.
I don't know. I'd say like,
Oh, hold on,
I don't know.
let me count this
I wouldn't say it'd be a 2-hit KO, right? I feel like it'd be like a good 30% maybe.
What's your guess?
Something with 30% ish if it's max defense, obviously.
Max with Bold Nature. 1,000 arrows does about 40%. Outrage does over 50.
Yeah, I would say Outrage does significantly more, right? But then you just switch into Escavalier or Florges even better, you know. And that's what it could be a potential free Calm Mind or, you know, a sort of anything to set up.
Mm-hmm. It's very tough to switch into Zygarde 10 when the things that resist ground is grass and bug, and both of your grasses and bugs, one's poison and one's steel, so you don't have the best switch-ins. You don't have any resistances to ground, which is going to be super annoying to switch into. So even if it's like, well, Quagsire obviously is probably the thing that has to beat it, but I mean, maybe probably a defensive Florges can take one too, I guess. So it really just depends. I don't know. I just think Zygarde is super annoying this matchup.
Yeah, and like even Florges, its defense just doesn't help it either in terms of versing. The fact, like, I calculate now, like a max defensive bold Florges takes a good 46 to 55% from 1,000 arrows, so that's not even going to be a safe switch in.
Damn.
The only other thing that I could think of that could potentially be decent in blocking it is, let's have a look at this boy real quick. Okay, so I guess Escavalier could potentially block it. I mean, 1,000 Arrows does 36 to this guy. Outrage does 24. But, I mean, it doesn't really do anything back that hits hard enough. I mean, I guess Ironhead, with 2 Iron Heads can knock it out. Zygarde is just a really tricky one to deal with. In any league, in any sort of division, it's just a pain in the ass and you have to prep for it.
You also have to keep in mind also that Zygarde does have Glare as well, so even if you want to like offensively switch into it, because it's gonna be annoying. Plus, it has stuff like Coil, Dragon Dance. Like it kind of makes sure that like Quagsire has to come because if it's unaware, and you know it's so annoying, honestly. But I do think that Mosa definitely does have a chance to win this by playing around it. It's gonna be a little hard, but you kind of gotta make sure that it never gets in for free, which is always gonna be the hardest part.
You know, I think I know who I'm gonna go for here, and I kind of want to go for Mosa. I like Mosa. They beat me. Arcadian also beat me, right? Arc beat me too. Have I fought Arc yet? Actually, I don't remember. Did I beat up? Did I fight Arc? No, I don't think I have.
Huh.
No, I don't think it did. Not yet. Or maybe it did. Oh, let me look at Showdown. God, we're good at this, right? Like, look how professional we are. No, I have Strife, Moser, and Carl. So, yeah, I haven't fought Arc yet. I don't really look forward to fighting Arc. But, yeah, I like Moser, and I kind of want him to win. So, I'm going to give Moser the 2-0 in this fight.
Okay. 2-0. Alright. So, Mosa also is on a win streak, which is very scary. So, but
well, that's a big thing too, yeah.
Yeah, but I do want to go opposite here. I do want to go with the Greninjas. I'm gonna give them a. Ooh, what's a good number? What's a good? I'll give them 4-0.
6. What? Oh yeah, 4-0. I guess.
Oh, 6. Yeah, 6. 6 is a great number. Yeah. All right, let's move on here. We got Kwang's Win Squad 4. I don't know why 4 is there. Against the Potato Platoon. Ooh. So they actually switched up their team, Ginger Potato, and they now have Duraludon over Kingdra, and they have Braviary over the Ditto. I think that's the only 2 things that changed. Now Kingdra, I don't like. It's got like 80 across the board for stats, and that's just not good. Like, unless you're running a rain team, it's just not a good Pokemon. Duraludon is much better. Plus, you have another. Do you have any Rocks users? Is that the only Rock user now? Well, at least you have a Rock user now, so that's good. That'll help out. And Braviary over Ditto is interesting. I don't know if I like that. I don't like Braviary that much, but I also haven't used it that well either. So, Ditto was kind of interesting though. I kind of like Braviary a little bit better in this team. So, does this change anything about this matchup? I think it does. Because obviously having a stealth rock user means that something has to run Defog or Rapid Spin. Plus, obviously, webs could be, well, we have to also think it's part Trick Room, so it might not even care about webs. But the rocks will hurt, especially stuff like the Marowak and the Moltres, and you know it's gonna hurt those mons. So Moltres probably has to run heavy duty boots. But anyways, I don't know. I think both of these teams, what are they? They haven't been doing necessarily well. Kwang does have 1 win. Ginger Potato does not have a win yet. So, they're both like pretty like underdogs. Do you see anything here that kind of stands out to you?
I mean, it doesn't stand out per se, but I do want to give credit to Kwang. he has been using the Pinkerton Raichu combo pretty dang well. Enough so that it has actually, despite Brother Quang being currently in 10th position, I still managed to get his Alolan Raichu into the 6th position in the standings. So it's putting in work, and I feel like this is just another one of those games where it'll come. I mean, it doesn't necessarily like hit anything too. I mean, I'm pretty sure it gets Energy Ball. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Or Grass Knot at least to hit Gastrodon. So no, it's not.
Yes, it gets Grass Knot, doesn't get Energy Ball.
Yeah. That's right. I knew it had got a Grass move. I mean, that alone is going to be pretty good. Psychic can hit something. I mean, Rising Voltage is just too good of a move.
Something.
Well, I mean, it could, right? I mean, I'm not wrong, but I don't know. I again, a bit biased, Raichu. It's kind of my thing, but
right.
He has been using it well, and whereas I don't think it stands out in this matchup, I still think it's gonna put in work. What I do think stands out here, though, is I keep looking for these teams. I'm like, okay, what's a good thing? Like, Marowak is kind of looking good, honestly. Looking at these Pokemon, it does have to choose between Shadowbone and Fleblitz when going against Braviary and now Duraludon, but and obviously maybe Incineroar, which can be a bit of a pain. But obviously, Bonemerang is kind of something you don't want to switch in on. But on the Ginger Potato side, Incineroar, it's just always good, right? Like, it's just annoying to deal with its utility that it provides, and I don't want to sleep on the Metacham either. I mean, that Metacham could be kind of annoying, but all in all, I do feel like that this win is gonna go in Quang's favor. So much so that I'm going to lock this one.
Ooh.
And I'm going to lock it as a 4-0.
Ooh, 4-0. I like it. So, as a lot of people know, and by a lot I mean the people that were here last season, I have used the Pinkerton Raichu core. The main issue that I found with that is that if you don't bring something that can break the grass types, it's gonna be super annoying, because they did take out Signal Beam, which is stupid. I don't know why they took out Signal Beam out of the game. So now Raichu can't really hit grass types that hard. You'd probably have to run like Psychic or Psyshock or something to beat down a Serena. So it kind of makes it so that like, if he's bringing the terrain, he's bringing those two Pokemon plus Marowak. Those are the three that would have to come. So that kind of makes it easier to prep for. However, you did kind of mention Marowak just kind of clicks buttons. So it's gonna be kind of interesting. I also do want to mention Poltegeist looks pretty good here. If he could somehow weaken the Moltres, or if the Moltres just doesn't come, and he could Shell Smash up, it could just win. It really just depends what set it is. If it's like it might have to be Sash, because of obviously Raichu. I don't know, is it faster after +2? I think it's still faster. Don't quote me on that, but could be wrong. But yeah, so I really do want Potato Platoon to win here. It's just kind of, even with those swaps, it still kind of feels to me like Potato Platoon. I'm looking at that Klinklang, and I'm just thinking, what does it do that Duraludon doesn't do? And I just can't figure it out. It can shift gear, but you're not gonna hit anything, especially in this matchup. I don't think it does that much at all. So yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna give it to Quang as well. I'm gonna give them I'll give them a 3-0. And you said 4-0, right?
Yeah, unlocked.
Got it. 4-0 locks. Okay, cool. So let's move on to the next one here.
Lake City Lanoons versus Seattle Fields.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So. Right. So this is Jake Mix's team. He's been doing pretty well, if I remember correctly. Let me see here. Let me look at the standings.
He's currently 7th place,
He's
2-1.
2-1. All right. Honestly, it's not bad. That's definitely not bad. You know, he's lost the game, but that's okay. Oh God. Okay. Give me 1 second. Here, you keep talking while I fix this. I think I messed something up real quick.
Uh-oh, what did you do?
They can see my taskbar now. It's okay though. It doesn't matter. You guys will know what time we're doing this at. Oh God, no, it's fine.
That's so fun. But yeah, let's have a little look. See, shall we? I like Strife's team. Strife's been playing well, but he does keep making a few questionable mistakes. I've noticed in some of the replays, right? But he's still picking up the wins and he's still undefeated, so he can't be making that many mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
But there are some things that are. I mean, he is kind of new still to singles, but currently I think the only player in from the Wigglytuff draft league to be undefeated. I think currently, might be wrong on that one. But looking at these Pokemon, Gardevoir he's been using really well. In fact, Gardevoir is currently top of the table in Drilbur division, so it's been putting in a whole ton of work. Yes, there is a Registeel there, but I don't see Strife ever leaving that in against something like that. In fact, there's a Gligar right there, happily willing to go into and deal with the Registeel if it needs to. But I don't think this is going to be a super easy match for Strife. I think he's definitely going to need to work for this one because Seattle feels Jake Bix's team does look pretty damn strong, honestly. Like, I've said it before in the last couple of videos, and I'll say it again. Kamala, not something to underrate.
You said rest, and it's always rest.
Yeah, not something to sleep on. Literally, that mod is spectacular at doing certain things and doing them well, right?
Like sleeping.
Like Earthquake does decent hit. See, I mean, it's not stab, right? But like, it can hit the Magneton, it can hit the Drapion, it can hit the Empoleon if it needs to. It can hit the Samus. So and it can U-turn. I'm pretty sure it gets recovery, and it can't be like poisoned or anything, because of its stats immunity. So I really like Kamala. What else do I like here? A Alolan Muck I think is always a good bring no matter what game, and I think the same goes for here with like its powerful knockoff is gonna do great even against the Pokemon that resist it. Like, you kind of want to keep your leftovers on Empoleon as long as possible, really. And obviously, I can't beat over the bush with Heracross. We talked about it in Excadrill division, and we talked about it here. Like, if that thing gets a gut setup, I think it's going to do a lot of damage. Yeah, that is a Gardevoir, but Gardevoir ain't doing shit if it accidentally switches in on a Megahorn. So, yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. I think if Strife plays well, he might take this one. However, like I said, I've seen him make a few mistakes here and there, and if those mistakes come through again, I think Jake might be able to clinch this one. But it's going to be a close one. What are you thinking, Exo?
Man. So you mentioned Earthquake on Kamala, so I was like, okay, well, what is Jake's ground type? Oh, it's Palossand. Okay, what does Palossand click? Buttons to win. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Honestly, the only thing that could like come in on a Palossand hit, like Shadow Ball plus Earth Power, would probably be Licky Licky, and then you could take advantage of that by like either doubling or going right on the Heracross, and then Heracross also just clicks a button to win. So I kind of like how Jake can like have so much pressure here to the point where if he's in a good position, like by able like just to click, I don't know, knock off, because a lot of, like you just mentioned, Muck can click knockoff. Kamala has knockoff. Heracross has knock. A lot of these Pokemon have knockoff, and not a lot of these Pokemon like to take knockoffs, especially Gligar. If you bring in Gligar, like defensive Gligar.
Oh yeah, and God no, yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know. I like Jake's team here a little bit better in team preview, but we'll just have to see what happens here. But I'm gonna give it to the Seattle Spheals. And I am going to give them a. Ooh, am I like super confident here? I'm gonna give them. I'm gonna say 5-0. I'm crazy, all right? I'm crazy.
I'm gonna go with Strife and the Elixir Linens, and I'm gonna go with a 3-0.
3-0. Got it. All right. All right, moving on here. We got, oh wow, oh look at that, Swansea Surge Surfers versus Talo Triple Threat. Okay, so we're looking at mascots. Obviously, Raichu beats a Talo, so I do think you have the matchup here. No, well, every time I look at your team, I see Sawk, and I'm like, okay, what switches into a Sawk? And like, there's never anything that switches into a Sawk. I mean, it has so much like if it has like, you bring Poison Jab, Close Combat, Earthquake, and then like
Knockoff.
Sure, knock off. I don't know, any coverage move you feel like you want to bring, you could bring, and there you go. That's how you win. You just click a button and you're good. But like, I don't know. I think. So I did actually help Ozzy make trades here. I did mention, wait a minute, there's a Swellow and a Surfetch there. Why is it still there? Grab those. And then he wanted a Spinner and another Rocker. So I was like, well, Kabutops is still there. It's also, a water type. That's all right. That's pretty good. It also helps you with flying types. And then I said he had 7 points left, so I was like, well, Grotle is a pretty good, I think, 3-pointer, and then Misdrevious is a good 4-pointer. So we got another baby versus mama battle here. We got Misdrevious versus Miss Magius. So it's kind of hard for me because I do obviously want you to win here, but I also want to see if Ozzy can use this team. Well, he did use the team well last week, I'm pretty sure. Did he win? He won.
I don't remember.
Let's see. Oh, he's 3-0. Holy, I didn't even. Wow. Okay.
Not for much longer.
Oh. Okay. All right. So if you feel confident, how do you feel confident? Let me know.
Oh, I don't know. I'm just talking shit because I'm hiding my lack of confidence,
Oh, okay.
But no, looking at it like properly, I have a few ideas. Obviously, I'm not going to spoil those ideas, but I have a few ideas. I think Dolphin's going to be very useful. Obviously, the Obama Snow, and everyone's going to start prepping Obama Snow and Arctazol at this point. It's just kind of the thing that I've done every single week at this point. So, and to be fair, I don't really see too many switch-ins for it either on this team.
No,
but everyone else seems to find a counter for it anyway. So, and I'm definitely starting to feel a bit more confident in using this team a little bit more. I keep making the mistake of letting my Hail Setter die, and then, well, shit happens at that point. But I'm definitely starting to feel a bit more comfortable. I think the Swellow is kind of scary still. I hate Swellow so much. But other than this, outside this, like this speed tiers is what's kind of intimidating to me at the moment. I mean, I got some good speed tiers on my own, in Crobat, Miss Magius, and well, that's it. But their speed tiers are still better than mine. Again, outside of Crobat, of course. And I think Crobat could be pretty damn useful here too, honestly. It can hit quite a lot of these Pokemon. maybe the king will make an appearance. I've been saying that now for a while, but I just can't find the right time to pull the trigger. Maybe this is it.
Honestly, like, I'm surprised you haven't brought it in every single game. I mean, that counters a lot of Pokemon. You said Magearna. Obviously, it counters Magearna.
I proved it to you.
Oh god. Okay, well, okay, so I'm kind of feeling well, I didn't really mention much about the Pokemon here. I think something like Swellow hits so hard that it kind of makes it hard for you to switch in to like a Boom Burst, especially Specs Boom Burst. It just kind of makes it difficult. 'Cause you don't really have the best Spadef walls like Wigglytuff. I don't think it takes two. It might take two, but it's not taking it very well.
Yeah, no.
And then stuff like, I mean, you mentioned speeches, stuff like even Salazzle. Salazzle could be annoying. It could toxic every single one of your mons and then just stall them out mainly. So kind of annoying. But you do have that Arctozolt. Arctozolt never has to switch in particularly, but it's definitely gonna be interesting. I think it's gonna be one of the closer matches, I think, this week. So yeah, you know what, I'm gonna give the Talos a 1-0.
Wow, what a bold prediction. All of my games so far have been 1-0.
Shit, it's very bold.
Knew? You know, I'm gonna have to give it to myself, I guess. Because if I don't start feeling confident soon, then I'm just gonna lose all my games. So I'll give myself 2-0.
Okay.
We're gonna weigh up 1-0 last week, 2-0 this week, 3-0 next week. There we go.
What if I just locked against you?
Do it.
No, because then I kind of want to help you prep, and I want these points. Hold on. All right. Let's move on here. I still got my lock, so I'm gonna save it here. Let's see. We got the Manila Corviknights versus the Toronto Typhlosion. So, a lot of colors going on here. I kind of like it. Yo, you see that Alolan Berserker? You see that, Mon?
That's my favorite Pokemon. Here we go. Shout out to the X-Control Division video, you know?
Yep. Shouting that out. You guys need to watch that one. That one was great. Anyways, I kind of like Tyrantrum here. Tyrantrum, even if it's like banded, kind of just clicks head smash, and it doesn't really have a good switch in. I mean, like, what, Rhyperior? Maybe, probably, I guess, but like everything else doesn't want to take a hit. So yeah, that's the first thing I saw. Let's see, Carl's team. Carl has Sceptile. I really like Sceptile. I think if Carl could get up terrain again, which we did see last week. We saw, what was it, Misty Terrain Prankster Meowstic setting up for the Sceptile, which was really cool. I really like that. That actually could come here again. Just looking at it, something like Acrobatics, obviously Swords Dance, but Acrobatics, Leaf Move, Grass, Leaf Sword,
Leaf Sword.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Leaf Move. Leaf Blade?
Leaf Blade, there you go. Leaf Sword, there you go. Okay.
I love Leaf Sword, you know, that's a good move.
And Earthquake, I think could go in very well here. But how do you feel about this matchup?
Cloyster, again, comparing a lot of work. Pokemon. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like something you don't want to forget about. I think that Carl has definitely got some really interesting ideas, interesting sets. And looking at the teams matched up side by side like this, yeah, I think Tynantrum is real scary. I think Klefki is always a pain in the ass because it's Prankster, right? And there's no Dark types on here that can block that Prankster. So that can set up free spikes. It can kind of go nuts with Thunder Waves, bar like maybe 2 Pokemon. No, I'm lying. There's a Persian Alola or Pazooka to Exostomp there, but still, like my point is Klefki is annoying. Umbreon is a pain in the ass to break too, and like I said in Excadrill Division's Pickems, that the bug right there is just a pain in the ass no matter what league it's in. It's just so frustrating. It can do some webs, it can calm mine, and it can still do some decent amount of damage, especially to Carl's team. But I do think Carl has the tools. I think Carl's got quite a creative mindset when it comes to building, and that Cloyster is real scary. I'm confidently going to lock this in Carl's favor. Not lock it, just put it in Carl's favor, and I'm going to call the match. I can't lock twice, although I would if I could, Carl, for you. But I'm going to give him a 5-0.
Ooh, 5-0, that's a big one. All right. You know what? I'm going to do the opposite. I will give it to the Typhlosion, and I'm going to give them a... I'm gonna say, what's that number I haven't done in a while? Let's do 4-0. That's a good number, 4-0.
Sometimes I like to think you just have a dartboard, and wherever you shoot and land, that's what score you're gonna give them.
You know what? That's a good idea. I'm gonna set that up next time, and I'll just throw it. You just get here.
All right. See, proof right there. Let's get into this final match then, shall we? The Cape Cod Comphase versus the Arizona Acelgors.
Ooh. All right. So, Arizona Acelgors. You guys might be being like, well, who's that? And why weren't they here week 2 or week 1? And that is because we have a replacement. So,
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah. So, the Lucas 2 has dropped. Now, don't mistaken them for Lucas of the Auckland Licky Pies, the other Lucas. They were replaced by Tiger VGC, which you guys might know from last season. So he replaced, and he made some changes, and yeah, it's looking a little different. I do like the Inteleon. I think Inteleon honestly is kind of underrated because of how goddamn fast it is, and like, but then again, I think this match doesn't do too well, but I'll mention why. Anyways, so yeah, we got a new coach. As for Chungus' team, Comfy's, he hasn't changed anything yet, and he's been like destroying. I'm pretty sure that Charger Bug has put in more work than like anyone else's low tier Pokemon in general. So yeah, I mentioned that Inteleon didn't do much here, and that's because you see Seismitoad right there. He literally stands in front of it and just stares at it with those eyes. So kind of hard to beat down, but yeah, I don't know. If we're looking from Acelgor trying to beat Comfy's, it's gonna be a little difficult because I mean, Bronzong. I think Bronzong honestly has to come against that Comfy because it's the only thing that can really take it on very well.
Momentum, yeah.
Yeah, honestly, it's pretty difficult to see how Tiger actually sweeps the Comfys here. But do you see anything? You see anything to mention?
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of some of these changes. I don't like the Marini. I don't like the Licking Tongue. Good is always good. I mean, I don't like the. I don't even know what that Pokemon. I forget what it's called. The baby evolution or the middle evolution of Crocodile. I don't know if the team just looks kind of weak compared to the opposing team, where yes, Comfey does get shut down by Bronzong, but we also have a Blaziken, Zoroark, Decidueye to all try and come together to get rid. As soon as that Bronzong goes down, that Comfey's threat level just rises so quickly.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, yeah, there is an Inteleon, but there's also a Jolteon. I don't know. Cinchino's been putting in a hell of a lot of work for Chungus as well. That's not a Pokemon to really scoff at either. In fact, Cinchino actually currently sitting in what is it? Within the top 8, top 10. So, I want to see Tiger pull something out and prove me wrong, but I'm definitely going to give this one to the Cape Cod Comphase. Yeah, they're on a winning streak. They're top of the league. The team, just on paper compared, just kind of runs over Tiger's team at the moment. I'm also trying to work out. Yeah, there's a. It's not Creamy. I can't remember the pink thing, the fairy. But there's no Unburden boost anymore. There's no Unburden thing to proc on that. Slip off. There we go.
Hey, there we go.
But I don't know. I feel like Tiger's gonna need some time getting used to this team before, or maybe I need to see what he can do with these Pokemon first before I can really make a good judgment on this. But yeah, I'm going Cape Cod Comfey 6-0.
Damn, 6-0.
Yep.
Damn. You know what? I don't blame you, cause yeah. So you did mention you didn't like the changes, and I did want to mention this as well. If we do look at Tiger's team now, we got let's just, for instance, let's look at the quote unquote cores, right? You got the Dragon Fairy Steel core, that's pretty strong. You got the Fire Water Grass core. I'm counting Inteleon as that. That's pretty good as well. And then you have a bunch of mons that don't do anything, in my opinion. I mean, Girder's okay, but stuff like, I mean, Marini's fine, but no, also no. You have Croc, yes, Croc, which it kind of just feels weird. Lickitung also feels weird. Ariados, just all these mons just don't want to be knocked off. You have like 8 Violet mons, like, bro, you can't do this. It's kind of scary especially because a decent amount of mons on the Comfy's team has knockoff. Like Blaziken can run in, Zoroark, Decidueye. I mean, these mons can run knockoff and can run it pretty well because, like you mentioned, Blaziken doesn't really have it doesn't have the best switch-ins because let's just say, for instance, it's like Scarf or Bandit or something. It could just U-turn out on whatever it wants, or it could hit super hard on whatever it wants. So yeah, for those reasons that like you kind of pigeonholed into particular mons unless you want to get knocked off a few times, I feel like it's necessary to give Comfy's the 6-0 here. I just feel like,
yeah. Sorry, Tiger. Like, I don't mean to like put you down or anything, but I don't know. I've seen Chungus through the last 3-4 weeks now, and guy's looking a little unstoppable. But
however,
I would love to see me proven wrong, though.
However, I will not give them a 6-0. I'll give them a 5-0, and I'm gonna lock.
You gotta be different, don't you?
I do. I have to be different.
Sorry.
You know what? It's gonna be a 5-0, and I'm gonna get the lock and the yellow. All right. I'm saying.
All right, if you say so, buddy.
All right. So that was it for the Drilbur division for this week. Obviously, if you enjoyed, leave a like. If you didn't, leave a dislike. Leave a comment. Let me know what we did wrong. If you want another co-host, I got you. We could get rid of this one right now. There you go.
Oh, thank God.
Oh wait. No.
Then now I can become the Pickems went guy.
No.
You want to play this game? You don't want to play this game on me, Exo.
All right, but yeah. Good luck in your games, everyone, and yeah, we will see you guys next time. Peace.
Bye bye.